guys, welcome back. So it is Boxy Charm time. I think I was trying to say Boxy and Charm at the same time. Anywho, Boxy Charm time. Okay, so I know it seems like I'm a little late. I actually got my box pretty early on, but I was so excited about getting the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and I did the video on that. I actually kind of forgot to do the video on this. However, that doesn't mean that I haven't already tested out some of the products in here. So I got a 2-week review for you. And now, enough with the yada yada. We know how I do this. I read down the list and I go through each of the products with you. First up, we have the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Cleanser. I don't know why they call it the bubble cleanser. It didn't bubble up or anything. I will put a video up on the screen on one of these edges here and it'll show me applying it. It's a good cleanser. It says it's a daily conditioning cleanser. I don't feel like it did anything fantastic or any special conditioning to my skin. It just makes it feel clean. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's okay, but the fact that they want to charge $28 for it just is excessive, because I have some really amazing cleansers that I get from Walmart, and they're Walmart brand cleansers, and I think they do incredible jobs, and they're way cheaper than $28. You get a heck of a lot of product though. I can't even be mad at that. You get 5 ounces of product in here, but again, like I said, still for 28 bucks, it's not doing anything fantastic. It's just a cleanser. So do I think it needs to be that much? Absolutely not. But I'm glad it was in the box. This is a big bottle. It is, oh god, it looks so gross from being in the shower. Sorry. But yeah, $28, definitely not worth it. Moving on from there is the Alamar Colorette Blush Trio, and they say this is $22. They're pretty colors, especially for the summertime. The only one I've been getting use out of is this one, and this one is called Paraíso. That's the only one I've been getting any use out of, because the other two have way more shimmer in them than the center one does. And the center one, even though I love these oranges and corals, especially in the summertime, I tend to go more towards the center style colors because they're a little more on the neutral side instead of being so bright orange. And like I said, the other two way more shimmer. The center one has shimmer in it, but it's such a light coating of it. If you prefer a more blinking highlight, then add a highlighter. But this is just a touch of enough. So let's say you're in a rush or something, or you just want to throw it on for work, anything like that. It gives you just the very subtlest hint of a sheen that goes on there. So when the light hits it, when you're just talking to someone looking normally, it's a blush, and as soon as you catch that light just the right way, there is a sheen there that gives you a nice healthy glow. I love it. I think it's beautiful. They should have done that with the other two. They only did it with the center one. The other two have way more, but it is what it is, up to preference, I believe. The center one, by the way, is also what I used on the lid. I used it to set down the primer that was on my lid, and then I used it as a crease color before going in with the Ciate shadow on top. So this, I love it. At least the center color for $22. I don't think it's worth $22. Drugstore definitely has options that do the same thing for a lot less, and I'm only getting use out of that center color. I do know that this one is the Fair Light Trio. They also had a, what is it? A light to medium or medium to deep trio. I think I would have preferred that more because I've seen what all three of those look like, and I would have gotten more use out of those colors. But moving on. Next up is the Ciate London Eye Lustre Cream Shadow for $22. It's what's on my eyes now. Now, this is full on, straight out of the tube, cutting the crease, slapping it on there, and that is the kind of payoff you get. Once it dries off, it is dry, but if you rub your finger like so, you will get some dust, I mean not dust, what? You will get some glitters that kind of rub off a bit, but how likely are you to keep rubbing your eyes once you have it done? So it has pretty good staying power, but once it dries, if you've got, you know, kind of like wrinkly eyes like me, I hate to say it, but it will start to kind of crack a bit. And also, I'm not a fan. This is the shade Cupid. I'm not a fan particularly of the purple shift that's in it. It's not horrible. You will get more of that gold, but it did sting my eyes when I put it on. and it's not the first time. Every single time I've tried to play with it in one way, shape, or form, it did sting my eyes. So whether I use a primer or don't use a primer, something in this stings my eyes. Does it last forever? No, but when I initially put it on, it always stings my eyes. Second of all, if you don't want anything with this much impact to it, you can dab a little bit on and then either sweep it across with your fingertip or use a brush and go over it, and you can kind of fade it out a little bit so that it's more just of a soft sheen than full on in your face pow. Does it need to be $22? No ma'am, it does not. Drugstore, Milani for sure. Milani's got some gorgeous eyelid toppers that have been like the talk of the town lately here amongst everyone, and very affordable, very cheap. Also I believe NYX does some, so does Elf. No, not Elf, I'm sorry, Wet n Wild. Elf might, I'm not sure, but Wet n Wild definitely does. So it doesn't need to be $22 to get what you can get out of the drugstore. Moving on from there is the Dose of Colors Liquid Matte Lipstick for $18, and this one is in Pinky Promise. Anybody who's been here for a while knows that I don't like pink, and especially this hot neon looking pink right here. Absolutely not for me. I didn't even bother to open it. It is not what's on my lips. I don't want to waste a product. I'm gonna actually save this for a future giveaway and just pass it on to somebody else. I do like Dose of Colors products though. $18 is pretty much up to you, because the way I feel about liquid lipsticks is as long as the formula is good, as long as they're really long lasting, I don't mind investing in them a little bit, because I know that I don't really go through my liquid lipsticks as much. They do tend to last me a bit longer than some of like glosses and things like that. So I don't mind spending a little bit extra on them. So $18 is not breaking the bank. And the formula is pretty good. Not the absolute best liquid lipstick formula I've ever tried, but it's a pretty good one. So as long as you get a color you like, and as long as, like me, they do last you a long time, then I think it's worth it. I really wish this was a color that I liked. I don't understand why Boxy Charm has us fill out those surveys of colors we like, we don't like, or we prefer, we wouldn't prefer, and then I swear I always end up with a liquid lip of a color that I don't like. I think the only time I've ended up with a color that I actually like was when I got the Ofra one, and it was that kind of like terracotta brown. Otherwise, I'm always ending up with like these pinks and purples, and I'm like, dude, I can't stand these colors. And last but not least is the Bodyography eyeliner pencil for $14. No! First of all, I almost took my freaking eye out trying to get the color on there. These things are so cheap. Like, I've yet to get a Bodyography item in one of these boxes that I like. I don't know why they keep putting Bodyography in here. I think the swatches on my hand look better than it actually came out. You can see it on my eyes. For some reason, this one here is starting to smudge down. I don't know why. This eye's not smudging. This eye is smudging. I don't know what to tell you. It took a lot. I even had to use my freaking grill lighter over here to try and heat it up to get it on my lids. And like, this is just, it's terrible. And like I said before, I've yet to find a Bodyography item that I like out of any of these boxes. For $14, no. Drugstore has amazing eyeliners, lip liners, all those things that are creamy, that glide on, that stay on, that won't smudge and do all this craziness, and they're way more affordable. So for something that doesn't even work, and just no. So I'm sorry, I kind of feel like I sound like a whole like negative Nelly on this one. I feel like usually there's something in the box, like either one or two items that really kind of get me excited and kind of blow me away, that I can like at least sit here and really rave about. But I feel like this time, not really. Everything was just kind of like, I don't know. Did anybody else feel like that? Is it just me? I don't really know. I haven't had really much of a chance to sit and watch anyone else's unboxings on this. But it just, I don't know. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I don't want to like really dump on it too much. But that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any further questions about any of the items that I mentioned today, please feel free to leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. If you haven't already, please comment, rate, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It is Memorial Day weekend, so I hope you all have happy, safe celebrations and you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.